Good morning, Vietnam!
So sad, this is one of our last times saying that because our time in Vietnam is coming to an end. We have had an incredible few months here. And a lot of people think like, a few months? Like you guys must have done everything, like you've seen the whole country. But actually, no. Most of our time actually looks like this, and this, and sometimes this. But the thing is, this ordinary life is made so extraordinary by being here in Vietnam. And that's what I love so much about this digital nomad life here in this beautiful country.
Vietnam is one of the best places to be doing this. I've really wanted to come to Vietnam for the longest time because everything I've seen about it has shown me that how rapidly it's developing and how much is going on in this country. It's like the best of both worlds, where you can see the natural beauty, the laid back beach life, but also get the big city hustle and bustle and motorcycles crossing the street. Honestly, being able to see both of those sides, where the relaxed life reminding you to take a breath, to mix those 12-hour work days, the little bit of beach time, the little cafe culture, but also seeing everyone else hard at work, in office buildings, in the streets, reminding you that it's fine to get at it, right? It's hard to spend 12 hours a day in front of a computer, but seeing other people also on that grind set, living that big city life, that hustle culture, it helps you feel like you're not alone, even in this very large city with millions and millions of people.
And iVEN's talking about these two different sides of Vietnam. We've truly experienced that because we've been in two different places. We started off our time here in Da Nang, experiencing life there, spending over a month there. And now we are here in Saigon, also spending over a month here. And it's been really cool to experience a bit of both. In Da Nang, there is so much to do. There's so many incredible things to see. And the way of life there is so relaxed and it's just beautiful. You feel like you're on vacation just walking outside because it just has that very tropical feel, palm trees everywhere. You can tell that you're near a beach and everybody's walking around in their fruit-covered dresses. That is the vibe there. But sometimes because we are not able to fully embrace that vacation lifestyle, it felt a little bit like, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing here. But now that we're in Ho Chi Minh City, it's like we are a part of this hustle culture. As part of that, when we were in Da Nang for around $1,100 a month, we were actually staying in a hotel, but with 2 rooms. The fact that we were able to have a bedroom and then a separate work area was amazing. That's not something that we splurge for often, but there we got that. We were in a hotel where they would clean our room.
And breakfast, every single day, breakfast ready for us, the full spread, whole 9 yards.
Literally pho and different soups every morning. Vietnamese coffee ready for you. That was incredible. There was this amazing rooftop pool where you could see the beach, you could see the mountains. Almost every day I had some time to go to the pool, to get a tan. It felt really cool. I felt like the sweet life of Zach and Cody. Living in a hotel, having that added luxury, those amenities, that was absolutely incredible.
Not to mention the time-saving aspect of it, right? Going back to that grind set, that extra hour you get, with breakfast already ready for you. Obviously, we didn't use the room cleaning service every day because you don't need that. You don't want to be wasteful. But just having that, oh, I don't have to make my bed. Someone else can make it for me.
Here in Ho Chi Minh City, around the same price, around $1,100, we are in an Airbnb in a luxury apartment. So we have a gym, we have a pool, but also literally we were talking about the vacation vibes versus the working hard grind set vibes. When we were in Da Nang, most people at that hotel were on vacation. Here in Ho Chi Minh City, most people at these luxury apartments are people that are here working hard, grinding it out, getting stuff done. So it's kind of I really loved the luxury in Da Nang. That was so incredible. But here you are sort of getting more people, like the people around you are more like you, I guess. So it kind of helps you kind of stay focused and buckled in. I do kind of prefer the hotel life, I think. That was so nice. The breakfast, you guys, the breakfast was amazing.
I think everything in seasons. I think not having to choose, being able to do both, like with just a short 1-hour flight in between.
Yeah. And speaking of transportation, when we were in Da Nang, there were a lot of things within walking distance. There were a lot of restaurants to choose from. The beach was walking distance away. So many cafes. It was so lovely. Here in Saigon, because we're saving money, we didn't pay to live in like the main district.
I think the thing with where we are in Saigon is that this is somewhere people live, right? This is not where people go to vacation. So there's businesses next to restaurants, but it's not like 100% restaurant, 100% cafes. So things are a little more spread out, even though we're in the big city and it's very dense.
But the beautiful thing is that Grab, which is basically the Uber of Southeast Asia, is very affordable here. So, and we're very close to the main area of the city where all of the main attractions and markets and top restaurants are. For just a few dollars, we can catch a Grab 5 minutes into the city and see everything and do everything and eat the best food, and it's lovely.
And once you grab out there, everything from there is pretty walkable.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides the heat.
Honestly, where we are, it's only like a 20-minute walk to the main attractions. It's just 20 minutes walking in this heat is a lot. We are here in the summer though. I assume if you come in the winter, it's probably a little easier. But I will say that the Grab drivers here have been well aware of the fact that we need that air conditioning pump. In a lot of countries that we visit, we have to ask like, hey, do you mind turning the AC on? And here, they always have it ready to go for us, which I absolutely appreciate so much. An average day for us really looks like wake up, if we're in Da Nang, have breakfast and coffee ready for us. If we're here, make coffee, make breakfast. iVEN does that thing too. Eat, sit behind a computer, eat lunch, sit behind a computer, go to the gym or the pool. We sit behind a computer, we eat dinner, we sit behind a computer, we go to bed. That is our typical daily life. But those few days off that we do take, at home, we might be watching Netflix and relaxing. Here, we are exploring a cave, riding bikes through rice terraces. We are going to one of the tallest skyscrapers in the world. We're trying foods we've never even heard of. We shared those extraordinary things that we get to do on our days off with you in our YouTube videos. But what you don't see is the incredible little things that are infused into our everyday life that make the most ordinary extraordinary.
So we mentioned how our daily schedule is pretty much eat, work, eat. But the thing about that is that every single one of those meals has been absolutely extraordinary. So we like cooking, but in Vietnam, we haven't even had to do that. World-renowned restaurants. We're talking Michelin bib here, delivered straight to your door on a motorcycle in less than 30 minutes for really affordable prices. I mean, how can you say no to that?
Typically, we are paying like $5 with tip for an incredible, delicious local meal.
And from the practical side, the time savings are immense. Like, as much as I like to cook, that's another hour out of your day easily.
It's given us the opportunity to try so many local dishes that we had never even heard of. Before we came here to Vietnam, the extent of our knowledge of Vietnamese food was truly mostly pho, banh mi. I think that's about all, honestly. And since we've been here, we have found some of our favorite dishes, like so many things that I want to take home and prepare for friends and family. But not only have we indulged in incredible local foods in both cities, but Vietnam also has some of the best international food that we have had in our travels. And we've been traveling full time for 3 years now. People give us a hard time for this. They're like, you're in Vietnam, you need to only eat Vietnamese food. We have eaten so much Vietnamese food and we have loved it. But we also travel full time and we've been away from home for over 6 months now. In Da Nang, we actually had the most incredible burger that we have ever had internationally. Bikini Bottom.
Bikini Bottom can compete with the best smash burgers in California.
Here in Saigon, we also found some of the best international Mexican food that we have ever had. Like, these burritos are phenomenal. International chains like Haidi Lao and Coco Curry House and
Jollibee.
Having these chains here has truly just made us feel like, yeah, it just feels homey, as like random and weird as that is. Like,
you can like grab from all your favorite places in this one city.
Not only are we finding like these amazing comforts and luxuries in the food, but also in the little ways that we can treat ourselves being here. From being in Da Nang and being able to just walk to the beach whenever you want. Incredible massages here for less than $20. Being able to get a mani-pedi for around $10.
And haircuts, I've been pampered for over an hour here, just on a regular haircut, just going through all the tiny details for around $5.
These are things that we could do before we started traveling, but they were very much like extremely special occasion type of things. Well, you would get a haircut still, but it wouldn't be so pampered.
I would delay it, you know? Yeah, I'd get like the super cuts, like $12 special.
Yeah, and all of these little things, the food, the little ways to treat yourself, the shopping, the sights, you know, like these have truly made our life here, this relatively ordinary daily life, so extraordinary, but also spending enough time here to truly feel like you are experiencing and understanding the culture and getting to truly experience the kindness and hospitality of the people here. That is just the cherry on top of life here in Vietnam. We have had the most incredible time having just these extraordinary daily wonders. And while our time here is coming to a close, we already can't wait to come back and experience northern Vietnam and all of the sights and food and culture there.
If you have any recommendations, be sure to leave them below because we're gonna start collecting them now for later.
I already have a list going. Thank you so much for joining us for this kind of ordinary madventure made extraordinary by being here in Vietnam. Your support has meant so much to us while we've been here, and it would mean so much to us if you could hit those subscribe and like buttons and share this video with someone you think would enjoy it. We'll see you on the next one, and until then,
watch one of these videos. YouTube thinks you'll really like it.
But they'll really be like here. I think they're on this side.
Watch one of these videos. YouTube thinks you'll really like it. All the dirt.
Or they're on this side. One side is subscribe. Hit subscribe. Watch one of these videos.
You'll edit in the right one, right?
Peace out, A-Town down.